Today we are going to go through a few different ways to improve your playstyle in Arc Raiders. If you're completely new to the game and don't know the best way to play, then watch all 4 of my main tips, and with a special addition towards the end. Tip 1. Free loadout. When you start the game, your stash is going to be completely empty, which means you have no materials, ammunition, utilities or weapons. This means that you won't have the requirements to build a decent loadout to help against not only the players, but Arcs too. Taking a free loadout may limit your item carry to 10 items and your weight to 30, but it brings the benefit of a bit of extra cash. After every successful return to Speranza, you can earn a nice 640 coins. To do this, you visit Lance after a raid and trade in your free loadout augment for any of the looting, tactical or combat Mark 1 augments. Then all you have to do is go to your inventory and sell it. A nice bit of starting cash to save up for the millions to come, and another side benefit is being able to play with nothing to lose, except for the shield and a basic weapon. Tip 2. PvP or PvE. This is one of the more controversial topics about Arc Raiders. How you play the game is purely down to your own preference. I personally prefer to try and be friendly, but if I don't get reply, it becomes shoot on sight. You must be careful how you play though, because the friendly nature of the raiders in the first few games doesn't last very long. After a few games, the surrounding raiders can soon turn hostile, and it's never good to drop your guard for anybody. Arc Raiders' matchmaking system also alters upon how you play. If you play more aggressive, then your lobbies will soon be filled with other players who are also aggressive. From this, you may be thinking that your biggest enemy is the other raiders. Truthfully, it is the Arc. We'll come on how to deal with them in a bit later. Tip 3. Tracking your resources. One of the biggest problems after getting a bit better at Arc Raiders is the stash limitation. In the beginning of your very long journey as a raider, the stash is capped to a minimum of 64 slots. The best way around this is simply not collecting as much, which may seem like against the point of the game because it is a scavenge and extract game. But seriously, the less the better. Your focus in the beginning should be upgrading your workstations. You may be wondering, how do I keep track of what resources I need? Well, the easiest solution to this is just simply click the Track Resources button on the Workstations level up section. Now, the items you need will be marked by an eye icon, so you know what items to collect and which ones to leave topside. Also, make sure you're using the Merge Stash button to collect all stackable items together. Tip 4. The skill tree. Once again, the skill tree is completely down to how you want to play the game. But I would overall recommend that you upgrade the mobility branch as much as possible. Once you're done upgrading mobility, you can move on to survival and conditioning. Mine has a balance of 27 points on each branch of the skill tree, but is once again down to how you wish to play Arc Raiders and move around the map. The Arc are going to be the most fearful force that you will face. Their frightening power and intelligence to seek you out can be super scary, but the loot they can carry can also supply you to last the rest of the game. Even the weakest of the Arc can wipe out your shield and a decent portion of your health in a single burst of fire. However, they have all got their individual weaknesses and can be relatively easy to take down. In the beginning, you're most likely to only face a few of the vast amount of Arc there are. So, the Wasps are the easiest of the flying Arc to take out, but maybe one of the most fearsome of them too. Their attack can cause devastating damage to any player unfortunate enough to face one. It can destroy any raider's light shield in a single burst of shots. Their immense power comes with a great weakness however. They're very lightly shielded. They have little to no armour on their entire body and are extremely vulnerable on their propellers. Shoot 2 of their 4 propellers out and they'll come crashing down. Just make sure you have some cover from their fire and maintain stamina to dodge and get to safety. suggests, Hornets come with a bit more of a sting. They have an even more damaging attack than the Wasp, which comes in the form of an electrical charge, which can put even the strongest of raiders in a sticky situation if they're paired with their inferior counterparts. Their armour covers their front two propellers, but their vulnerabilities lie behind them. Their back two propellers are extremely unarmoured, and similar to the Wasp, if two propellers go, then they come down to earth. Ticks aren't the scariest when compared to their big brother, the Leaper. However, they do become a real annoyance when you're trying to escape a pop and one launches itself at you. Ticks are attacked by leaping from a distance to attach themselves to your face, dealing small amounts of damage. They're found roaming around inside buildings like the dam control tower and can catch you at the worst times, so be careful when you're around them. They're extremely vulnerable due to the lack of armour and can be killed by a single light ammo shot or even a melee attack. They can also be extremely annoying to track due to their speed and timeliness. Pops are a lightly armoured ball of destruction. They'll roll towards you at immense speeds and will explode at your feet. Now we all know that fire damage does an excessive amount of damage in this game, so they can be a real nightmare to deal with. The best way to deal with a pop is to simply keep your distance from it and shoot from a range. The key is to not panic when it starts speeding towards you. It takes 2 shots to destroy one, but they do travel in packs, so beware of backup. If it's your first time ever seeing one, fireballs can be a real pain to deal with as they're extremely scary and can be hard to time when to shoot at them. They're heavy armoured balls which roll into the proximity of you and open their front plate to reveal a flamethrower attack. This attack, however, is their main weakness, because opening their front plate reveals a weaker interior, which can be destroyed by a singular shot. So to destroy one, let it roll up to you, wait for it to open, and shoot the white plate beneath. Turrets can deal a massive blow to anybody, so you must be careful when you see their blue tracking light shining. However, they're very unarmoured and weak, so they don't take many shots to destroy them. Generally, you should try to sneak past them, but if not, get some cover and alternate between shooting and hiding. Things like Leapers, Sentinels, Rocketeers, Bastions, Bombardiers, Queens and Matriarchs are a huge part of the later game, but probably it's best if you stay away from them as a beginner. If you wish to learn about them, check my next video, which will be on a more advanced part of Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders can be one of the hardest games to master and even begin. So I hope this tutorial has really helped you get an insight on what you need to do to start playing Arc Raiders. If you enjoyed and it really helped, please do like, comment and subscribe, because it does really help. I'll see you in the next one.